Alright. Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
Ready.
Bun, you're not even in the game. Jeez.
I know. I'm rolling. I'm
Ready to
I
roll
was
out.
distracted by getting social.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, can't be social now because we're about to play some Dungeons and Dragons where roleplay is not encouraged. Socializing is not encouraged. It's all about rolling dice.
All sucks. Yep.
Alright, last time on Curse of Strahd, you arrived at the walled town of Valaki to discover the Barovian refugees have been refused entry into the town. Many of them are addicted to the dream pastries that the old woman Morganatha tried to sell to you near the old Durst windmill. But you were able to talk your way in to the town of Valaki by well, not talk your way in. You were able to enter the town by paying a fine of 1 gold, giving up any. Well, I think you talked your way out of giving up your silvered weapons because of.
Now, they specifically asked for coins, and we didn't have any silver coins.
Yeah, but they asked for any silver weapons to hand over to. But you were able to keep the silver arrows that you found, because you kind of charmed the guard. But the town of Valaki is much more livelier place than what Barovia was. You spent an evening at the Blue Water Inn, had a nice meal of wolf steaks and wine, entertained by a half-elf man named Rictavio, who was another person who got lost in the mist. Seemingly, he was searching for acts for his traveling carnival. He kind of found himself within Barovia. But you learned a little bit more about the politics of the town. How the Baron Vargas Vikalovich kind of believes if they can make the town happy, then they can escape the mist and from Strahd's rule. So they're always having these over-the-top festivals, and any like negativity or criticisms toward the festivals or the Baron gets people thrown into jail, essentially. There is a family in town known as the Watchers that oppose the Baron. You met 2 of the brothers in the tavern. They were just mostly getting drunk and trying to egg on Rictavio to talk bad about the Baron. But eventually, Ireena did arrive after spending some time with the refugees, and he spent the night in the Blue Water Inn. The next morning, the inn's owners did kind of go over some of the rules that the town has about not speaking bad about the Baron and all that stuff, and that speaking Strahd's name is forbidden. And as you exited the town, you saw the Baron himself kind of harassing this older woman who was begging for her son to be released from the stocks. And you saw that the Baron's henchman, essentially, this mountain of a man named Isaac, with a monstrous fiery arm, just removed the old woman and carried her off, apparently for rehabilitation somewhere. But not wanting to make a scene, you decide to stand back and kind of assess the situation. But since that event,
We were about to go take Ireena to the church.
yep, you can either take Ireena to the church, or yes,
Oh yeah, the toy store.
or you can stop by the Blinksy's Toys to pick up a toy for Madame Ava's great-granddaughter, Arabelle.
Yeah, we were going to go there first because Ireena said it seemed like she needed something to cheer her up to.
Yeah, she's like wanted to see a toy store, but the birthday isn't for a couple days, so it's not number one priority. But it is there in the town square where where the old woman got kind of dragged off by Isaac a few moments ago.
So Vogelsuch is just basically standing there, just watching.
Mm-hmm. And after a moment, all the people who were watching just kind of start going about their business. Some like give you kind of odd looks, but ultimately decide not to say anything.
Does anybody have any sort of paints or pigments or inks or anything?
No, but perhaps the store does.
I think if we need to be happy in this town, I should probably have a smile on my face.
Let's put a smile on that face.
I don't know if that will work. Vogelsuch. It might just be unsettling.
Is there a difference between being very happy and unsettling?
Yes, and it's so slight that I don't even trust my hand in trying to put on that expression.
That is a fair assessment, I believe.
We can try it, but just make sure we can at least wash it off if it doesn't work.
I mean, you can always replace the... I kind of lift up the bandana in front of me a little bit, and that's over my face. It's always replaceable.
Okay, I didn't think about that for your face, but if you say so, that I guess we could find some fabric.
I'm pretty sure I'm the straw itself, merely held together by the cottons and leathers that I wear on the outside.
Look as such, I just learned so much more about you. All right. Well, we can go in the toy shop and figure out what to do.
At least these toys is not too far away. One thing you do notice in the this town square that there are posters plastered all over the place advertising the festivities, and you see one, like all of them, almost all of them say this right now. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron. And you notice that the date listed is one that passed a few days ago.
Are there any, have you seen any, like, is there almost like it's layers of the posters where there were other ones and they just kind of like keep layering them on top?
Yeah, some could be like that. They just like take some paste and glue and just put it over the other one. You look back and there's like it's like an inch thick of just not
Somebody
inch.
seemed to have glued a book to this post. Oh wait, sorry, those are the posters.
You had just a reminder. You had heard word that ever since Strahd awoken a few months ago, there's been like a festival nearly every week in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because there's this weird belief that they think if they can all be happy and joyous, that it'll protect them from his powers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they'll be able to like escape from the mist.
Okay, so almost like the mist is a curse, and they're going to break
Yeah.
the curse.
Yeah,
With
they think they can
happiness.
lift the curse by being happy.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I think if
in like
I was...
the term "all will be well" has been like a requirement, but people are kind of making a joke out of it now.
Just can't make fetch work. But okay. I think so. I personally, Minerva is going to keep an eye out for the next festival poster because I'm curious to see if that also says the greatest celebration of the year.
They all seem to be the old ones. Maybe they just haven't put up the new posters.
Okay.
This is kind of early in the morning, and like the Festival of the Blazing Sun is apparently like newly announced. So
Okay, so it's announced, but the posters haven't gone up yet.
yeah.
Right. I will say it's kind of I don't know, sort of dark to put wolves' heads on pikes. But again, I could see if they're always attacked by wolves, it'd be pretty good. But to, make children watch that seems a little bit much.
I personally find no problem with creatures on poles.
The difference between you standing on it, Vogelsuch, and it going through your head.
It's fair enough. I have
Imagine they have little
ladder.
toys up so little kids can wave around little wolf heads on sticks.
I don't know. I've known quite a few kids that would look at a wolf head on a pike and say, "Cool."
Yeah,
You
it's pretty metal.
know what the toy is, Joey? It's one of those old clamp, jaw toys where it's the stick with the trigger on one end and
Oh,
the
yeah.
head of the animal on the other. Yeah.
Oh, I know those. It'd also be funny if it was like a popsicle and or cake pop, where it was just like a wolf head on the top.
With the gumball eyes.
Yeah. Gumball eyes.
Ireena does say it's like, oh, I'm glad we weren't there for that one. The Festival of the Blazing Sun sounds much more fun and less gruesome, less beheadings in that one.
Don't jinx it quite yet, Ireena. We haven't seen it yet.
That's true. Maybe they're just gonna burn a whole bunch of stuff alive. Who, gosh.
Oh dear.
What
But
happens if
hopefully,
the sun doesn't come out to blaze?
no, it'd be nice actually if the sun did come out. Maybe that's the whole point of it, so we could see it.
I believe I heard some people in the tavern talk about how they're going to burn basically a stack of hay in this that's a symbol of the Morning Lord and the symbol of the Morning Lord.
Well,
Say-
Vogelsuch, make
It's
sure
almost-
your hay is quite out of their reach.
He's already basically stuffing any loose hay into his
Yeah.
burlap sack of clothing.
I do admit that would be a sight to see.
No.
I mean, not you burning Vogelsuch. I mean,
I believe we were looking for toys. Let's go find some toys. Just basically interrupt and not let them talk about that anymore.
Ireena kind of says to everyone else, like, how flammable is he?
It actually hasn't come up yet. If he's
Yeah, I assume. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask him.
I'm not gonna try.
Because that Isaac person, see his hands glow with that, like, just underneath his blood's made of fire. It's like,
Yeah, that is a bit weird.
yeah, saying what cursed that man to cause such a horrible mutation. Oh, did you see the way he looked at me? When he was turning to leave, I could swear he was looking directly at me.
He sort of almost stopped and gawked, and then moved on.
Saying, that's just the red hair. We told you about the superstition of women with red hair here in Barovia. Considered bad luck to some. But
Vogelsuch, by the way, during this conversation, has already been walking over to the toy store.
yeah, it's easy enough to
Ever the
find.
socialite. Well,
Oh,
I
I
think it
think-
looks pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry about
I like your hair as well. Saying, what shampoo do you use? It's so silky smooth.
And long and healthy. How do you keep it going?
No split ends. Tell me your secret.
Ancient elvish secrets.
I'll never tell. Ancient elvish secret, huh? Where's Blinkskis? I should have put these maps in alphabetical order.
Control F. Who's your friend?
Oh, did that work?
Apparently, they've got an entire Oompapa band outside.
This cramped shop.
Slightly Russian Oompapa band.
This cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, which hangs above a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a bee engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through a dirty glass, you see jumbled display of toys hanging on placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
It's a pretty good slogan.
Vogelsuch is just standing at the door, looking straight ahead.
So you see the entrance of this toy shop. Do you go in?
I was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, seems.
Yeah, if
actually
everybody else is caught up, definitely. like I just stop at the door. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, you enter the door and you see this dimly lit shop. It was just rows and rows of shelves with these toys. You see a heavier set man with a monkey on his shoulder. Kind of as the door opens, like a little bell rings. He kind of looks up, and then like a smile comes on his face. A smile comes to his face, and he goes, "Oh, welcome, friends, to the House of Blinkskis, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, or a little toy for a girl or boy." And the little monkey gives a little clap, and he goes, "Oh, Piccolo, we have guests. Go greet the guests. Go say hello." And the little monkey kind of pops off his shoulders, runs across some of the shelves, like knocking over a few like stuffed toys, and gives a little wave, like waves his hand in front of you. "Oh, Blinks, like Piccolo's such a happy little monkey. Piccolo's a happy little monkey."
Yeah, Minerva will definitely like wave back at the monkey, like, "Oh, he's so cute."
Oh, what a cool, chill dude.
Deez will pop out of your robe, Grude,
Yeah.
and like tilts his head towards the monkey, and the monkey tilts his head back. And what do you think Deez would do?
If the monkey is friendly, then he'd be like friendly towards it. But if I guess Deez does an insight check into the monkey.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's roll this D20.
You can get a tie.
You could. Here we go. Go.
Nope.
Nope.
No, the monkey doesn't wear a tie.
The friendliest monkey ever. Uh-oh.
I think Deez would be like maybe a little intimidated at first. Probably never seen a
Okay.
monkey before.
Probably not.
But Piccolo the monkey will grab a little stuffed animal, like the stuffed wolf, that's on one of the shelves, and kind of like try to hand it to Deez. But it's like way too big for him.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, that's it's. Oh, dude,
But
he's just a real nice guy.
But the man known as Gadolf Blinsky, he goes, "Oh, what a fascinating little creature. It's like Piccolo, but little small and fluffy tail."
Yeah, this dude's a squirrel. This D's.
Oh, squirrel.
A squirrel. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Close
Oh.
enough. And yeah, it's really good in trees. He's in a lot of trees where I'm from. Put a lot of stuff in his mouth. He sleeps all winter.
Oh, what a lazy little creature.
I know, he has to bung up his butthole so that way he doesn't poop while he does it.
His smile kind of like fades a little bit, his eye twitches, and he goes, like, that's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm serious, like literally all winter. Yeah.
That's maybe going a little too far, Grude. Maybe we didn't all need to know that. But
It's a very impressive thing.
yes, okay.
Dear
What
us.
type of toys do you have, sir?
Well, Piccolo will hop back on his shoulder and he goes, well, Piccolo here is my new friend. He's a new addition to the Blinksky toy family. I'm very happy to have him here.
Is he a toy?
Oh no,
Does
he's
that mean
a
yes or
very
no?
alive little monkey.
Alive things can be toys.
He helps me get the items from the tall shelves, and when I need things delivered to behind my desk, he goes and grabs them. Oh, but you miss your old owner, don't you, Piccolo? Like, so don't worry, you'll see him again. He comes and visits.
What happened with the old owner?
Oh,
And
this,
how did you acquire this Piccolo from the owner?
this wonderful half-elf named Octavio came by my shop the day he arrived, and the inn did not allow Piccolo, him to take Piccolo with him, so he said, "Oh, Blinsky seems like a stand-up gentleman. Why don't you have Piccolo while I am staying in town? Give him a place to stay." And Blinsky, very happy to see. I'd have little Piccolo around. Oh, but well, my manners. Welcome to my shop. What are you looking for? How can Blinsky help you?
Toys?
I have plenty of toys. All custom made by Blinsky himself. That's me.
You made all of these.
Oh, yes. But not many people come and buy them these days.
What do you have for 5 gold pieces? Or less?
Oh, gold pieces. Oh, nothing that fancy, I'm afraid.
Anything
We have a birthday coming up.
Oh. Well, let me show you some of my personal favorite items. Remember, if it's no fun, it's no Blinsky.
Am I not Blinksy then? I'm not fun.
You are not a toy. But he kind of shows you around some of the toys, and once you get a closer look, you notice that they're very like macabre, and kind of like if the Nightmare Before Christmas had a toy store. You see a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads, including one with his eyes and mouth stitched shut. A miniature gallows, complete with trapdoor and weighted hanged man. A set of wooden nesting dolls, each smaller. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is a mummified corpse.
Oh, I want that.
A
Jess.
wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. All of these are 9 copper pieces, he says. A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place of prancing horses. A ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strahd von Zarovich. He recognized the likeness. And he goes, well, that one is one of my favorites, but the Baron doesn't want me selling it because it reminds me of you-know-who.
Do you have any puppets of men on sticks?
Men on sticks. Like a puppet show.
Yes. Yes.
I might have some of those.
Why do you want a little brother, Vogelsuch?
Yes.
He does have some, like, shadow puppets, but they're of things like werewolves and zombies and ghouls and all that stuff.
By the way, Jess, we're in a toy shop. That's why all the weird stuff is here.
I figured because it says Blinsky Toys on it.
Oh.
Oh well.
Yep.
Literacy strikes again.
Yeah, we went to Blinsky's toy shop to pick out a gift for what's her name? Arabelle.
Did they suggest a specific one or just anything?
Madame Ava says it's your choice.
He
You
gave
can
us-
keep the change.
Yeah, she gave us 5 gold pieces. Somebody comes in and is like, "Do you have any of the new Magic the Gathering sets?" Or the new one's got cowboys. He's cool. I want some. No? Ah. Gee willikers, and he just leaves.
Do you have anything a little less macabre for a little girl?
Saying, you don't like my toys?
Oh no, I quite enjoy the a couple of these, but they're
Couple
not.
of them?
It is not for me. Well, I haven't looked at everything yet.
Or is that literally the entire stock of what he has?
This is what they list, but you can
Yeah.
probably find like a lot of weird things here. I'm saying, but a gift for a little girl, you say?
Yes.
He goes, we have a collection of dolls. You know, the back row here. Let Blinsky show you. Take you to a row near the back, and there's a lot of like stuffed dolls. A lot of them are again of like vampires and ghouls and dolls without heads or with like weird masks on. But one does stand out to you. It's just a kind of a normal looking doll in a simple dress, but its hair is a brilliant red, like red yarn.
Oh, this one certainly stands out.
Oh no! You can't have that one. It shouldn't even be out here. Here, give to Blinsky. You can't see that one. No, absolutely not.
What's the big deal with the doll?
He takes a red-haired doll, and he kind of like takes a little glance over to Ireena, and then back to the doll, and he goes, "No, not for sale. Make these specially for Isaac, and custom made, not for sale."
Isaac, you say? He likes to play with dolls? I didn't suspect him to be such a sensitive man.
He kind of looks around embarrassingly, like lowers his head. He goes, Blinsky makes him a custom made dolls with red hair, but not for sale, just for Isaac."
Can I? Is the clothing? Can I compare the clothing the doll is wearing to that of what Ireena is wearing? Because I really don't want this to be a voodoo doll.
It's a
Basically, does it match? Does it look like they put doll clothing that matches Ireena's
it does not
clothing?
match. Ireena's kind of wearing this armor, but it kind of has like the darker skin tone and the red hair that Ireena has.
Vogelsuch says nothing because he's a scarecrow.
So
Alright,
all these dolls, except for Little Redhead here.
All right, well, I guess we'll just keep looking. But I will say that doll looks rather nice.
Of course, it's a Blinsky.
How long do you take to do commissions like this?
He goes, a good doll takes a few days of work. But I have so little business these days, it gives me plenty of time to work on the toys. Same. If it wasn't for the wonderful Baron and his festivals, Blinsky would have been out of business months ago. I make all the decorations and props they use for the festivals. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get working on the Morning Lord plushies.
Now that is something I definitely want to see.
Of course, no one knows what the Morning Lord looks like, so I get to have creative freedom.
It's
True,
just a
nobody will be
giant
able to see
question mark.
I imagine he's very bright. But very sleepy because he just woke up.
I'm very excited to see how you incorporate that into a doll, sir.
Oh, Blinsky is an artist, what can I say?
I kind of imagine he's going to make those dolls that if you tilt them up, their eyes open. But
I
underneath
have been
them are, like,
terrified of that idea, yes.
yeah, but like on the eyes themselves are just giant bright lights.
Where's he gonna get the lights from?
Magic.
Oh yeah.
And merge them with glowworms.
He does say, tell me about this little girl who was, he probably said it's her birthday. It's like, his birthday it is. I find the perfect toy for her.
Her name is Annabella.
Arabella.
And I wrote down Annabella. Arabelle. And she is a Vistani.
Oh, Vistani. Don't see many of them in town. The Baron forbids it.
What do you think of a Vistani who would like to play with as a young child?
Well, like it. Same thing as any little girl. A little doll would be perfect for this Arabelle. They have some Vistani. Some dolls with Vistani clothing. Let me search through them. He starts like pulling out dolls, like carefully placing them aside. He goes, Piccolo, find me a Vistani little girl doll. Kind of hops into the pile. And he says in a little voice, if you find any more of the redheads, put them in the back. Good, Piccolo. But after some searching, you do find a doll, kind of with the brightly colored Vistani garments. He goes, I think that would be perfect for Arabelle. Do you want me to add some spiders to it?
No.
Perhaps she can have bat wings, so she can flap around like a little bat.
Maybe butterfly wings instead? How do you feel about that? More options for color.
He goes, what is a butterfly?
Yeah,
I know what a
it's
fly is, but not the butter.
Raven ones, possibly?
Oh, yeah, the raven wings and a little raven beak.
What if they were colorful?
He goes, ravens. Black as midnight, no color on them.
Yes, but imagine a colorful raven.
He's like thinking really hard, like straining. It's like, ugh.
A
No,
parrot.
it's bleeding.
Yes, he gets a nosebleed.
Are you familiar with parrots?
He goes, I know what a pair is. It is two of something.
Yes, a pair of rots. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Two rots. Two rotting apples.
Yes, maybe perhaps just the doll itself
He goes,
is
Well-
sufficient.
we'll say 9 copper pieces for the doll.
We have the 5 gold that we were given. I suggest we give him an entire silver, so we don't have change. Well, we'll have change, but
You don't have any silver pieces.
Yeah,
It all
all
got-
of them would have been taken away.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
deal in
And the
silver.
coppers.
oh, they did that on purpose. Those assholes. I'm sorry. I mean, not the guards. Wizards of the Coast.
Actually, I think that's something that's in the new guide.
I've got a bunch of copper, and it was 9.
Yep, 9 copper pieces.
I'll give him 10, just to give him as a little tip for being
Oh,
such
you're
a
too kind to
wonderful-
Blinsky. And he hands the copper to Piccolo, and he puts in a little bag, saying, "I am teaching Piccolo to handle the money."
Oh, Tell me,
Very good.
whose idea was that?
Of what?
Oh, just did he end up telling you that Piccolo was good with money?
Oh, Octavio? He's very clever. He just seemed to pick it up quite easily.
Yes. Well, it's nice to have an assistant, isn't it?
Oh yes, Blinksy was worked alone for so long. It's nice to have little Piccolo here to help. Isn't that right, Piccolo? Oh, nice Piccolo. Yeah, so he hands you the doll, and his eyes turns to Romaia, and he goes, excuse me, miss. I'm inspired by your horns, and your black skin, and your bat-like wings, and your long tail. It's like, may I make a little girl's doll that looks like you? It'll be a bestseller, I'm sure.
Just as long as nobody's using it for nefarious purposes. As she eyes the Ireena doll.
He goes, oh no, it'd be a little girl's doll, and they would brush your hair and give you pretty clothes, and give them a place to put the other Blinksky toys, like the little wooden spiders. They can put you on the spiders on your head.
Oh.
Are spiders popular?
Yeah.
I just really like spiders. They don't sell very well. He has like a jar full of like little wooden spiders that he carved out.
Maybe make them an optional feature.
He goes, oh yeah, but you buy them additional accessories.
Yes, that's how you get the money.
Ireena does speak up and go, so does Isaac only commission red-haired dolls from you? And Blinksy kind of shuffles his feet. He goes, oh yes, red hair. Kind of always red hair. Yes.
Why?
Well, that is what he pays me for. He pays me double.
Why is it always red hair? Have you ever asked?
He goes, I don't question Isaac.
Why not?
Have you seen his freaking arm, man? It's crazy.
Yes, once in the park.
I once had a minor disagreement with him, and it took me he broke my shelves. I had to repair it. Oh, he broke all the little porcelain, all the porcelain werewolves I had there. They were huge collectibles. Do you want some Funko Pops? I have Funko Pops here.
Do you have any Strahd Funko Pops?
Yeah. Oh, new edition. Comic-Con originals.
There is one, actually.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think there is a picture of some of the toys here. Let me see. Maybe not. Oh, may I interest you in something else? Little merry-go-round. See how the wolves chase the little children. Look how much fun they're having.
Yes, so much exercise.
Oh, well, exercise is good for you. But not that I get out very often, And he kind of like pats on his belly.
Anything catch your eye, Ireena?
He goes, he kind of turns away from the doll that's on the counter, and he goes, no, I think I've had enough of this place.
I think Grude's gonna walk out with Ireena. Just be like, yeah, you just want to go get some fresh air or something?
It's like, okay, goodbye, have a nice day.
Okay, yeah. So
tell all your friends about Blinkskis and how much fun you had here.
Well, yeah, no, you guys haven't bought anything yet. Wait, have you?
We bought
the doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to have a talk with Ireena. I'm sure we all do.
I'm gonna throw that in the group inventory.
Sure.
Yeah,
Lesser
otherwise we'll
creepy
have to
than
go
other
back.
dolls, doll.
Are you sure you don't want, are you sure you don't want, the little dummy? You can make him talk and tell funny jokes?
Oh, we've already got Vogelsuch.
Oh my! High five.
Vogelsuch doesn't actually. He's not offended by that.
Like times like that, I wish I was a bard character and like I did psychic attacks, like psychic damage with a dummy. Like that would just be fantastic. It would just be
Oh my
ventriloquist
god,
acts.
a ventriloquist bard would be great.
As you close the door, you leave, he goes, remember, if it's no fun, it's no skis. Slam.
He also
It's like the head like is like following the whole as it's like shutting.
Yeah, as you're slowly closing it. Well, that was different.
We have to make sure there's at least one, if not all of us, with you at all times because that Isaac dude seems to be creepy and not cool.
Yeah, making dolls of people that look like somebody is a little bit
Well, I've
suspicious.
never met the man before. I've never been out of Barovia before, so it can't be
we
me.
only saw him for the first time a few minutes ago too.
Could we perhaps cut your hair off? And I'll summon my scythe.
she grabs her hair and he goes, no,
Yeah, no, that won't be necessary, Vogel.
my trademark hair.
Perhaps keep it covered up then?
Original hair, do not steal.
I don't think that's necessary. There was a time where I dyed it black because people gave me weird looks, the red hair and all. But it wasn't me.
That's a coincidence because there was a time I died too.
Oh, never mind. You never asked for the paints.
I don't have.
Better go back in there and restart that dialogue tree.
I think I'll be okay for now. Perhaps we'll pass by art store.
If you want to
Or
go by
somebody
a,
painting.
you can easily find a shop that sells that stuff.
And probably somebody like charcoal or something.
Especially since they're doing so many like posters and festivities and stuff. You know, they have to paint stuff a lot. But as you exit the store, you see a guard that's like pacing over. That's like nailing new posters over the old ones, like you were saying. And you see that this is what the new one says.
Just so many staples.
Yeah. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. The Baron.
I knew it. I knew they were all gonna say the greatest.
Why don't they just change the one part of it? Just
Which
the
one?
whole paper. Well,
And as the guards like replace the one next to you, and he goes like, outsiders, huh? Is this your first festival?
Yes, it is.
Attendance
this
is
town.
required, even if you're passing through or not.
Do you know if the people outside are required to attend as well?
He goes, oh, the refugees, they're not allowed in town, no.
But it's required.
But they're not in town. Are they? They're outside of town.
Pity. It sounds like it's going to be such a wonderful festival.
He goes, yeah, it's going to be magical and wonderful, and all will be well. Yeah.
Do I need an insight check to see how enthused he is, or is it blatantly obvious?
You can tell he's not enthused, yeah.
Yeah.
The retail worker level of enthusiasm.
do you think that if they let all of the refugees in, that they would all become happy?
Um,
You seem pretty
I'm
unhappy
not.
with me.
I'm not really supposed to have an opinion on that. No. He goes. I. I was. He kind of like takes you aside and he goes. I was on guard duty the night they came, and I was gonna let them in. But Isaac stopped me and created a wall of flame at the gates. And he said if any of them tried to enter, then they would all burn. And at that point on, we couldn't let any refugees in. And he goes, but you obviously aren't from Barovia. It's been obviously an outsider.
We are travelers, not refugees.
He seems like such a charming man.
I have to. I have more posters to put up. Excuse me. All will be well.
All will be well.
She's maniacally laughing.
With a little bit of the laugh, yeah.
At least you're trying, dude.
That was a good,
Okay.
honest attempt, but you went into the unsettling thing. Maybe just not as long. If you just didn't laugh as long, that could have. Yes.
Perhaps a giggle, a tee-hee?
I think that's a good angle to go at. We'll have to workshop it though.
I'm glad I have you all here to improve me.
Before the band leaves, Ireena to ask him, like, excuse me, where's the Saint? Where's name? Where's Saint Arendel's church? And he goes, oh yes, it's on the far side of town, and he points to the east.
We will head there next, then.
He goes, Ismark did say that the church is hallowed ground. If I was to be safe from you-know-who, it would be there. Think they'll offer me sanctuary?
Are they allowed to turn you away? Like, I feel like that's a thing that they just have to do.
It's like, yes, it wouldn't be much of a church. I forgot the name of the father in Barovia, but she goes, father in Barovia were such a kind man. Whenever we did have visitors, he would offer them shelter.
There wouldn't be much point in a church if they send people away.
It's like they have to let you in, it's the law.
Sanctuary.
Shall we go to the church then?
Of course.
Yes. Let's finish this off and get you to where you need to be.
I am curious. Where do you plan to go after our little adventure is complete? You gonna stay here in Vallaki?
I believe we need to return to the Vistani camp.
Well, I mean more long term.
I'm going to find who killed me.
She turns to everyone else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why am I talking to you again? That is a good question. Unless we can somehow get the fog to think that we're Vistani, we don't really have means to leave anywhere, and no idea on if we do have to stay here permanently, where we would stay. Preferably
Yes.
not here.
Seems like we've just been kind of rolling with the punches since we got here, but we really haven't thought about what are we.
I mean,
The reality of our situation, I guess.
I hate to have no hope, but those who enter the mist don't leave.
We've heard that all will be well. It,
A random
the
guy,
sarcastic smile.
random guy as you walk by hears that and he goes, "Yep, all will be well."
He does roll his eyes when he says
Yeah.
that.
He goes, "Well, you always have a home in Barovia with my brother, but this Vallaki does seem like a safe place." Saying whatever influence the devil has over the land doesn't seem to be present here. People walk around with no fear in their eye. Maybe there's a wariness about them, but
Excuse me.
I think that has more to do with proximity. It's a lot easier when you don't live right beside the terrible thing.
can't stop thinking about the card reading with Madame Ava. She seemed to think that something more about you. In me. Saying perhaps your journey doesn't end here at Vallaki. Maybe you're here for a reason. Oh, it's thinking out
Ominous
loud.
weather.
If you
It's a lot
believe
to think about.
if you believe such thing as fate, I suppose.
I believe that I'm fated to do something. So,
I think I know what
perhaps
you're
the fate-
fated to do.
kill the one who killed me.
But then what happens if he gets back up?
Perhaps it's a never-ending vicious cycle. Tee-hee. Trying out the new laughter.
Workshop it a bit, but potential.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the shorter length. It seems to be working a bit better.
Maybe add an extra he.
Tee-hee. Well, where? At the beginning or the end or in the middle?
I'll leave that up to you.
Try all the options. That way you'll know for sure.
Tee-hee-hee.
Not too much, nope, didn't work.
Hee-hee-tee. Tee-hee-hee-tee. Well, it'll come natural to me. In the moment.
Matter of practice. Just like all laughs. Matter of practice.
You
Head to the church.
head your way to the church.
Well, this is a very, very deep church, I guess, that has very choir music.
Yeah, I gotta set the mood. This slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple on the back and walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps among the graves. Let's make sure there's nothing else here. Okay, yeah. And it does seem very similar to the one that you saw in Barovia. See the symbol of the Morning Lord of the sun symbol, just like the one over there.
Makes sense. It looks a bit like home, doesn't it?
It is very similar.
Well, it makes sense. I see. It's for the same Morning Lord, so I guess they would have the same design.
I believe all of Barovia worships the Morning Lord. Something that unites us, I suppose. But sometimes I wonder if they're just clinging on to anything to not remind them of what situation we're all in.
That sounds like hope to me.
But as you enter, who is going to open the door?
Guess Grude can. Yeah.
They
Right.
do look tall.
Mhm.
You do look like you're good
Yeah.
at opening doors.
Wait, the handles look really high.
Yeah, those do seem pretty high.
No. Those are the knockers. Those are the knockers.
Knockers. Let's get high knockers. At the
It
gym.
could just be that it's much. I mean, it's probably just much shorter than we think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a really small
Vogelsuch.
church.
That's okay.
It is only one story tall.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
okay. I
not bad.
have mage hand. I can reach up to the knockers if necessary.
Nice knockers.
Yeah, so Grude will go up and open the door.
Right. As you do, give me a dexterity saving throw. As
Good.
as this man is opening the door right as you are.
16.
16. Alright, you open this door and you see this man with a gray beard. This older man. With a handful of like tools and nails and pieces of wood. And as you open, he actually walks into you, like not really paying attention to where he's going. And he drops all his tools all over the ground.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me help you pick that up.
Oh, young man, I thought I forgot to open the door.
Oh,
He kind of looks up and see this hulking green guy in front of him. He's like, "Oh my!"
Oh. Oh, hey, sorry. I should have knocked. I should have knocked before coming in.
There's no need to talk. It's entirely my fault. I was lost in thought. He bends over, helps you pick up. Deez comes out and starts picking up some of the nails.
Yeah, like little tiny things.
Little carpenter nails. And saying, I was just here, boarding up one of the stained glass windows that got damaged in a storm last night. Or a tree fell over last night.
That's a bummer. Stained glass windows are awesome.
He says,
And now it is broken.
It was, yes, it will take some time to replace, but who are my manners? My name is, Hernick Vandervoot. I'm the local, carpenter and coffin maker. Gives a little bow.
Nice to meet you. Grude's gonna bow down to you. I am Grude. It's my friend Deez, and these are my other friends. And I point to each of them. They're like, Vogelsuch, chill dude once you get to know him. Theo, very nice. Romaia, very cool. And then Minerva.
And Ireena,
Yeah.
hello.
Oh, and Ireena. Yep.
Oh, well,
A pleasure.
pleased to meet you. Hopefully you won't need my services anytime soon.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah.
But if one of you does perish, then you know where to go. Oh, excuse me, that was a little dark. Sorry.
I get it. No, dark humor's good. Haha.
Vogelsuch steps up, looks down at him, and goes, "Hey, you're the one who buried me."
Where are you buried?
Don't know. Maybe here.
He goes,
I should take a look.
I never buried a living person before. I just make the coffins.
Yes, I assumed all of that.
He goes, no, I don't think I buried you. No.
Very well. Step back.
Maybe later you can check all the gravestone names, see if any look familiar to you, Vogel.
Nods.
That'd be a bad idea. But he goes, if you excuse me, though, I must return to my workshop. Lots to do, unfortunately. he
Don't
will
let us stop you.
walk away. So, as you enter the chapel, a dozen ornate candelabras bathe rows of well-kept pews in candlelight, casting a soft luminescence that touches every corner of the chapel. At the far end of the room, a wooden altar stands proudly, carved with a proud sunburst with rays thrusting forth in cheery defiance. 6 tall windows flank the altar, although one appears to have been broken, with glass shards lining its dark iron plate like jagged teeth. A broad-shouldered, black-haired young man stands atop a small stepladder before the broken window, nailing a tarp in place to cover it as a young boy sweeps the chapel floor not far away. A middle-aged priest with graying hair and crisp, clean vestments watches them work from the pews, holding a broom of his own and looking lost in thought. You see these men right here.
You know the guy on the right chops at Hot Topic.
You mean angsty Keanu Reeves?
He's listening to Linkin Park or something.
But they don't really notice you. They're kind of busy in their work cleaning up this mess. And the young boy, who seems to be in altar boy robes, kind of tugs at the shirt of the young man. He kind of points, and he kind of looks at you, and he says, "Father Lucian, we have unusual guest." "What's that, my lad?" He turns and he goes, "Oh, we do.
Hello.
Excuse me. Continue cleaning up, boys. I must introduce myself to our guest here. Obviously, travelers." He will step forward. He'll say, "Welcome, my friends, to Saint Arabelle's church. I'm Father Lucian Petrovich. How may I help you today?"
We're here to drop off Ireena. Everyone, this is Ireena.
He goes, "Hello, Father Petrovich. Traveled from the town of Barovia to seek sanctuary here at your church." He goes, "Oh, all the way from Barovia. And you are all must be from outside the mist."
We are.
Yes.
Most of us.
He goes, "I've never seen ones quite like you, especially young lady with the horns."
Oh, that's Vio.
No, Vogelsuch, that's it's a violin. It's not even a wind instrument, a horn. It's talking to Romaia.
Oh, yes, the horns.
Yes, not ears.
The young man, after you talk for a moment, comes up and goes, "Father, are these outsiders bothering you?" It's like, "No. I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name, but no, Mildrov. Of course not. It's our duty to provide hospitality to those in need." He says, "Yes, but Father, we don't know them. They're outsiders. Who knows what dangers they bring with them?" He goes, "Nonsense, lad. But they could be vampires. They could be vampires or..." Oh, go ahead.
Romaia just kind of looks at Ireena and looks between them and is just like, "Yes, so dangerous."
Saying, look at that one. It has the scales and wings of a gargoyle."
Well, that's just rude.
saying, that is very rude, Milachov. It's like they're obviously outsiders, and you know that they come in all colors and shapes, and sometimes with horns. Just don't think it's a good idea is all.
What's not a good idea is your bad attitude.
Well, if you're so worried, then ask.
You can talk to us. We're right here.
We've heard everything you've said.
He goes,
Haven't exactly been subtle.
he actually, like, kind of bows his head, kind of doesn't want to say anything, like he doesn't want to talk directly to you. He goes, but he says, like, just goes, sorry. And you can tell.
Insight check. Is he actually sorry?
Yeah, he rolled an insight check. And just to confirm, he seems to be like 17, 18 years old. Like, kind of he's definitely a teenager.
17 on insight.
Yeah, doesn't seem that sorry.
He just got brought in front of the principal and was told to apologize. Well, if it makes you feel less more comfortable, no, we are not vampires or any form of, well, most of us are not for any form of undead. Otherwise, would not have been able to enter here, would we?
Father Petrovich, when he kind of hears that part, he goes, Milajov, why don't you... You said you had to attend to some family matters this morning after help cleaning up. How about you, you depart a little early today so you can take care of things at home. And, he points to the altar, he gestures to the altar boy. He says... Sorry, look for a name.
His name's Altair Boyi.
Where's his stupid name? Yeska. He goes, Yeska, how about you, tidy up my desk, my office, while I speak to our new friends. And he goes, yes, Father. He gives you, like, another look before he turns and departs. And he goes, poor boy lost his parents some weeks ago. Very sad.
Understandable. And we've seen enough since coming here that a bit of paranoia probably is necessary.
Well, they're not wrong. Velaki is not used to outsiders, especially in recent months. And he says, I would love to offer you sanctuary, but I'm afraid it is impossible at the time.
Your sanctuary only on certain days of the week?
He goes,
That seems a rather inconvenient restriction.
well, I mean sanctuary in the sense of protection against whatever evils are out there. Normally this church is hallowed ground, but I'm afraid the bones of St. Andral's that provide that hallowed ground have gone missing or stolen.
Somebody stole your tabernacle?
He goes, oh, not so loudly. I don't want the boy to know.
Oh, sorry, somebody stole your tabernacle?
Yes, and every... sorry, I keep forgetting terms. There is a... I think it's called the Day of St. Andral's. He goes, yes, and every year, the saints, on the Day of St. Andral's feast, I perform a ritual to re-hallowify the grounds, and keep it safe for another year. But if they're missing, then I can't do that, and it's within the week. If I don't do it, then whatever protection this place has will be gone. And whatever you're running from, my dear, can offer no protection.
What if we found the bones?
That would be wonderful.
So, how? Do you have any idea where they went?
As well.
Who took it? Where it might be? Sold anywhere?
Well, last
Value?
night I was awoken, and I saw a robed figure within the He gestures. It's like in the main hall here, and I demanded to know who he was. And he just, in a panic, he broke one of the windows and escaped. So I came up with a story about a tree branch breaking through it. But
He lied
he must have been the
underground,
thief. Because as I went in the crypts to locate the bones, they were no longer there.
Are you saying that? I'll back that up. Do you have a description of this person? Saw him. What did he look like? What did he sound like?
Oh, he said no words. He was he was fully grown, so it was a man or a woman, but kept his face hidden. I didn't see.
What was he wearing?
Saying a cloak. It's a cloaked figure.
Any other possible things you could say that help us identify him? Type of voice, raspy, high-pitched?
Well, as I said, he said no words.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Vogel's stuck in a loop.
No, wait. Then who said a branch broke through the thing? Did he say that?
That was his
Father say that?
that was his cover up, saying
Okay.
there wasn't a break in or anything. That a tree branch just. So
Ew.
he saw a figure
Yeah.
in the church. When he confronted him, the figure basically did an action jump through the window, did a cool roll, and and parkoured over the cemetery gates. And it was
Vogelsuch will go over to the broken. I assume the window is still broken.
yeah.
I'll go over to that and look out, see if I can see any footprints or any other sort of evidence, clues, or whatnot that can help identify or track.
Sure.
So I can roll barely survival or something else. Can I roll intimidation?
Hold
My
on.
best.
Intimidate those footprints.
Sorry, I'm just reading through here.
No worries.
Do-do.
We gotta get you on the note card style of DM prep.
We need to get you some stickums.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, so the stained glass window, you see some footprints on the dirt outside, but almost immediately, like, they kind of lead nowhere. But it's definitely like a man-sized boot footprint.
The person who stole this apparently could fly. His tracks lead to nowhere.
Yeah, we'll go with that. What? Can you think of any reason why someone would steal them?
He goes, well, to be frank, I don't know how some people know of it. Saying it's not a secret per se, but the bones are required for the ritual.
It's interesting because they're obviously very important. So you wouldn't let everyone know where they are. So who
Same.
would know where they are?
He says, saying, well, the only person who would know would be Milajov. Or he keeps the grounds.
I think it's Milivoj.
Milivoj.
I'm thinking Milivoj, but you can always rename these people too.
That's true.
Yeah, just and
Got his name
Altar
backwards.
Boy
It's
Jeff.
Bovlim.
Well, but why
No,
would
okay.
Milajov?
Okay, I'm
want
sorry.
to-
He wouldn't know.
Okay. Because I was gonna say that's a little too suspicious. I was
Yeah,
gonna jump on that
because
one pretty hard.
I'm like, yeah. Okay, I read all this stuff, but it's a lot to keep in my head. He goes, saying, I did tell my altar boy several days ago. He somehow heard stories of the devil reawakening, and he was scared for the church's safety. So I told him the story of St. Andral's bones and the crypts below us. But he has no way to enter there. The boy wouldn't have stolen the bones. He knows they're keeping us safe.
what about the man who left earlier?
Henrik.
Oh, Henrik?
He at least have access to the crypt?
Yes. Oh, no. He was just here to help fix the window. Saying I don't know what he would need with the bones. I would have desire for them.
Are there any competing deities churches in this town?
It was one of the St. Andrew's is the only church in town devoted to the worship of the Morning Lord.
I'm not sure if his bones would work somewhere else, Vogel.
May we see the basement, the vault where this was kept?
What's this? I can take you to the crypt.
Crypt, yes.
Good idea, Vogelsuch.
And I will
Try
accompany you.
TTT. He.
Small pile of fresh wooden boards rests against. So he takes you kind of almost similar to the place where you found the vampire spawn. It's kind of an area like that underneath the church. Small pile of fresh wooden boards rests against the altar. A small pouch of nails sitting atop the surface. Not far away, the old wooden floorboards behind the crypt have been pyred up and broken, with splintered edges jutting out at odd angles. Between them, a small dark opening descends to a dark, dusky space. So these were some of the supplies that Herrick had delivered to help repair the shrine.
Take a look around, see if I can spot anything interesting.
Yeah.
Clues.
Sorry, it's a little hard for me to visualize this place. There's not a map or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe like behind here is where the bones are kept, kind of in this hollowed out space. Okay, hold on. There's a
Did the
description.
map update?
Oh nope, there's no map here. Sorry.
Okay, cool. I was just like, wait a minute. Okay.
They're behind here. Don't know where here is.
I think it means the church.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a basement, like storage area. That's
Yeah,
like really...
in the church we had in an earlier game. It's similar to that, where there's just like a basement.
Yeah, where we fought the vampire probably was a crypt.
Yeah, with like big support beams holding on. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But Vogelsuch would like to look around, see if he can basically investigate the area, see if he can find any.
St. Andrew's
clues.
Crypt is a 10-foot square, 5-foot high chamber beneath the chapel. And whoever went in there, okay, so this makes more sense. So they had to pry up some floorboards to kind of enter it, because you're not really supposed to enter here, you know.
There's no actual door. It was just
Yeah.
it's literally a crypt. It's just,
Yeah.
it's not for visiting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
So they literally like broke in. You must have access to a shovel.
I don't believe that's that difficult to find.
You descend into a small, dark, damp chamber. The walls made of rough-hewn stone blocks stained with age and moisture. At the center stands a lonely stone slab, an empty, circular depression carved into its surface. And this is where the bones would have been placed.
Can I spot
Yes.
any?
A dedicated
Any,
crypt.
Can you spot any footprints or any other disturbances that?
Give me a investigation check.
Minerva's gonna check as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that help. 14. Your eyes are not accustomed to
Okay,
the
Grude's
dark.
helping. 1 second.
Minerva's
Okay.
just like saying whatever
Oh my
you're saying.
gosh. Me and Minerva are basically together.
Oh my gosh, you're all so bad.
What do my elven eyes see?
Yeah, VO. Maybe it's your night vision. I guess everyone has night vision. You'll able to see.
Except for Minerva.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't either. I don't have dark vision.
you do notice on the floorboards, you find a torn piece of gray wool fabric snagged on a nail. And a line of rust-stained dirt smeared across the floorboard.
Is it? I assume by rust stained, it just means it's like very red dirt, and not
Yeah.
literally have rust within it.
Probably, yeah.
So it's not a rust monster. This tells us that somebody with a who had access to dirt outside.
Minerva, don't you have like a crazy good passive perception now of your feet?
I've got 16.
You're not Minerva.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's only 14.
Oh, that's right. You didn't take that.
Yeah, that would have
feat.
been ridiculous.
Would have been nice. I would imagine like you have this big like spyglass you put over your glasses.
They all just like.
Yeah.
It's the Spy Kids thing.
That movie was so good.
You do see. You do see large footprints in the mud, like where the outside. After I read this, it's like it's a wooden thing outside that they have to go into and go into the crypt. You see several blades of pale green grass and white flower petals mixed in with the mud. So it's obviously like they had to trudge through there.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there's probably like a gated entrance, like over in the graveyard or something.
Romaia, you want to give a investigation check too, see if you notice anything.
Please help us.
We're so bad.
I know she threw a BRB
What she did?
a little bit back in the chat, so I don't know if she had to.
Well, if anyone else wants to take a look around, then yeah, another quick look around.
Have these look around.
How would I even roll for that?
Roll has
With very tiny dice.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Okay, come on, these. Huh? He's getting all little cracks and stuff.
closer to the ground.
He gets
But is it
running
right?
around.
Ireena fell down a well?
Dee's kind of hops off your shoulders, looks around the stone slab. He's like, hee 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 hee. All right, chirp 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 chirp. And he points to strands of dark black hair that were on the stone pillar, the stone slab.
What? Oh, dude. Ever, look what Dee's found.
These, what would we do without you?
That is a good find.
Is that the really like angry kid because his family's all dead? You think?
Could be.
It was
but-
it was the little boy's family.
Oh, never mind.
That's
It's the
what-
big
yeah.
angry guy.
He goes, Mila Jove has 9 brothers
Mila.
and sisters, so their family is very much alive. Saying, but the fact that it's black hair is it's merely a coincidence.
You know anybody else with black hair?
And who knows about this crypt?
And who has a gray cloak with a hole in it?
And has boots.
And access to dirt?
Well, that narrows it down. You notice that like nearly everyone in Barovia has like brown or black hair.
Yeah.
So like it could mean anything.
But we do know about the wolf cloak, so maybe that'll help.
Milojove did. Sorry, Mark. How do you think you pronounce his name?
Milivoj.
Milivoj.
You can-
B-O-J.
You can call him whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
Milivoj didn't know the location of the bones.
Did you ask him if he took them?
Well, I had no reason to suspect him. So
Do you
that's-
have reason to suspect him now?
Said I don't want to. What? I don't want to believe he's
Would you
capable
like
of
me
such
to
things.
ask him?
No,
What need?
Vogelsuch?
What need would he
No.
have? Because what need would he have with the bones of Saint Andral's?
That is my question.
Perhaps to prevent the de-hollowing of this.
Because that is also a little bit of a secret. Even the Baron believes that the church is just blessed by his good mood, I guess. He doesn't know about the hallow spell. I'm afraid if he knew about it, it may
Perhaps-
cause concerns because it's something out of his control.
Perhaps the young altar boy blabbed. Talkative, told others? Did you tell him to keep it a secret?
I told him the story about the bones beneath the church. Protect us from whatever is out there. He goes, if you wish to question the boy, then I won't stop you. I would ask you to be gentle with him. He's quite sensitive.
Don't worry, we'll make sure that this person, Vogelsuch, will not be questioning the altar boy.
I promise not to ask if he killed me.
Yes, keep the
Thank
scary
you.
one away.
There is a difference between suspicion and accusation. So we can merely find out what he may know, and he may know somebody else who might have interest.
He goes, very well. And he leads you back upstairs to the church. He goes, yes, will you join me for a moment? Our new friends have a couple questions for you. And he goes, oh, yes, Father. And he, puts down the broom where he was sweeping. Kind of, nervously walks up to you. He's, tugging on his robe a little bit nervously. He goes, I'll be right here if you need me, child. Takes a few steps back. They just want to ask you a few questions.
Vogelsuch will just look at everybody else. Are there any objections to Vogelsuch asking?
I think Vogelsuch, aka Mark, takes the lead a lot, so someone else should.
Feel
Vio
free.
is going to actively just grab each side of Vogelsuch and just pull him away from the group. Just stand over here, thank you.
I can do that. He'll prop up his scythe handle and just stand on it.
I just the moment we'd start is, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it?
Just replace kill me. What did you kill me with? Did you take the bones?
Were they my bones?
All right. So who's going to question Yeska?
Hey there, little dude. My name's Grude. I just want to ask you some stuff. Heard that
Oh.
you got told a little story by the father here.
He goes, it doesn't say anything. He turns back to Father Lucian, and he gives a little nod and like a little gesture forward, like you can trust them. He goes, yeah, I heard stories saying, I heard a story from the carpenter about vampires coming back, and I was scared, so I asked Father if the church was safe. And he told me that the bones of a very important person protected us, and they were below the church, so no one could find them.
Did you happen to tell anyone else this story? That maybe help them feel safer?
Oh, he said only important people know about the bones, and they should keep it a secret so they stay safe.
That is a very good idea.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone.
Insight.
Sure, insight the child.
Yeah, it seems fine.
The Morning Lord's teaching says that we should not tell lies.
That's right. Because that
Very
just
good.
hurt a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Loose lips sink ships. I didn't say that to him. Well, I'm all. Anyone else have any questions? That was my big one.
Has anybody talked to you about them besides the father?
He goes, oh no. I didn't tell anyone.
But you said important people know?
You get the sense that was like kind of it's something really only the father would know about, but like to comfort a child. He was like, only the important members of the church know the secret, so it makes them feel
of the church.
Yeah, like knows them, like makes them feel a little special for knowing, but it's like, but you need to keep it a secret so they stay safe, things like that. Nothing nefarious about it or anything.
Okay, no, I didn't hear the part of the church.
Yeah.
So, just making sure.
I don't know if I said that or not, but
Well, you have now, so retcon.
Goes, can I go back to work now?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I promise I didn't tell anyone. He goes, it's like, why? What? Something wrong with the bones?
Oh no, nothing like that.
Good, because once I learned they keep us safe, I was a lot less scared.
Oh, good.
It's like, why don't you run along, Yeska? I'll be with you in a moment. He goes, yes, Father. He says, do you suspect Milodrov of the Steph? He says to you.
Well, I think we're running out of options, so at least maybe talking to him.
As in, do we mistrust the person we just talked to?
Wasn't Mildrov the?
You just
Yeah,
talked to
that's what we
the
just
boy.
talked to.
No,
No, we
you talk to Yeska, the Ultra Boy.
Oh,
Yeah, Mildrov's the angsty guy.
Yeah. Sorry, he left. He's not there anymore.
Okay, yeah.
The other thing we need to think about, it probably wasn't the kid, because the boots were that of a man, but are the boots the same size as Miljob's feet? The footprints that we found.
Afraid I don't have any boots with me.
That's a fair thing, but if maybe we could preserve it in some way. Oh, I wonder. One second. I don't. Oh, if I had like cartography or something, like making like a tracing of it to like have so it doesn't get ruined. But I don't think
It
I
is
have.
in the mud.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm Oh no, because it's like an actual inventory thing. I don't have any real paper.
Are you planning on having him display his foot to us?
Well, I'm just saying. So if the print gets ruined, then we can't compare it to anything. So if I had like a piece of paper and I could just we could just trace on it as like to keep a general.
Here's one. Via will give you one.
Yes. So Minerva would like to go outside and do a trace off of that.
It's wet mud.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it on top and then like over top and trace around it. So it's not gonna be super exact, but it's gonna still be like a general.
Yeah, I know the general size of it, yeah.
I know like most people have very similar feet, so it might not help that much, but it's just one piece of evidence that we could keep.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about Milvaj?
Oh, he's a hard-working young man. He helps keep the grounds here. I don't know much about his family. I know he comes from a big family, several brothers and sisters. He didn't mention his father got injured by wolves several weeks ago. He survived, thankfully, but he was one of the guards, so he's out of commission, out of work for a little bit.
Do you think there's a possibility he may have overheard something?
Yeah, so I suppose it's possible. I mean, he would have been in the building at the time I told Yesvik the story. He goes, "Oh, I don't like the idea of Miljov doing something so nefarious." He goes, "If you wish to confront the boy, let me come with you. Just to give a calming presence to him, and I do want to find these bones. It's great importance."
Oh, somebody.
I'm sorry,
is-
just the way that you said that, Joe. It was like, I do want to find these bones.
I just want to find them so bad.
God, I miss them so much.
They're such good bones.
Now I'm getting flashbacks from Shenmue. See if you can find any bones.
Hard to find a pair of bones like that nowadays.
I'm sorry, continue.
He says to Yeska, it's like, Yeska, my boy, I am leaving for a little bit. Keep an eye on the church for me. He goes, "Yes, Father. Make sure everything's nice and tidy for when I come back." "Yes, Father. I know you'll do a good job protecting the church. Just like the bones, right?" He goes, "Just like the bones of St. Andrew's, correct." "Yes, Father." He'll continue sweeping. "I'm gonna have this place neat and tidy for when he returns." Ireena will go, I would love to join you on this, because it sounds fascinating. But I have my own business to attend to here. I need to have a word with the Baron about those refugees.
Are you sure that's safe?
That Isaac is very creepy.
If I see him, I'll be sure to keep out of view. But I will return here by evening, or to the Blue Water Inn if you haven't retrieved the bones yet. So I suppose this isn't goodbye quite yet.
Just stay safe.
Because I will. You have my deepest thanks for what you've done so far. You can be the help to Father Lucian, then. If you've been half the help to Father Lucian than you were to me, then you'll find those bones in no time. But you'll make her leave. We will take a little break before we go on the hunt for them bones.
Oh,
So,
Oh yeah, D&D.
yeah, D&D, Curse of Strahd.
The
As
serious
you,
one.
yeah, putting your serious face. When leave the church, Ireena insists that she'll be okay as she goes seek more information about the Baron. See if she can gain an audience. Father Lucian insists to come with you, though, but promises not to interfere with your what you have to say. But he's there.
Father Lucian has joined the party.
Yep. Do 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 do. So he will lead you in the direction of Milovoge's family's house, family home.
That would be helpful.
But if you have any questions for him during your walk, because it's another trek across town, he does go preparing for another festival, I see.
Yeah, kind of look. What's up with that? Like, I guess why do they think it's gonna help things?
Probably desperation.
Desperation, superstition. And I think the Baron is in denial of what's happening outside the walls of you-know-who. He believes if they simply ignore his existence, that, well, he won't have any influence over the town. I do what I can at the church. That's why I'm so eager to find the bones of St. Andrew's once again. As for the town itself, I don't think festivals are going to keep them safe for long.
Father, how long have you known Minerva?
He was,
How long,
he's lived in this town his entire life.
how long has he been working for the church?
Well, several years. He's a hard worker. He's growing up to be a fine young man, I think. He's the oldest of his siblings.
Why you put a trust into him?
What was that?
I can see why you put your trust into him. Why was he worried about us being in the church? Outsiders?
Yes, I
Unwelcome?
don't think he has any reason to distrust outsiders, but looking out for my well-being, I suppose.
I think he's probably been like one of the most suspicious of us being here. Yeah, he really didn't like us. Wouldn't even look at us.
I mean,
He was standing right there, and he talked to you.
That was mostly me just RPing with myself, but like he didn't really seem to want to talk to you. Yeah.
I think we've only met maybe 4 people in this village. Town.
Just said she's been kind of quiet today, but just said she kind of had a headache where she was playing, and the monitors just kind of not making it worse. So I think she might have already left.
Yeah, she jumped off.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did see her.
Yeah, she was being really quiet, and I was like, wonder if she was fine. She says, "Yeah, I just have a bad headache."
Migraines suck.
Yep.
I am a very lucky person that doesn't really get them.
Lucky.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm aware of my luck. Yeah. Cracked up.
I kind of had a headache before we started too, but thanks to our new friend Calix, who suffers from bad headaches, he told me drinking caffeine helps. So I got a G Fuel to
Are
get
you
some
serious?
caffeine.
Oh wow.
It probably depends on the headache, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it seemed to help.
Maybe that's why I never get migraines. I drink nothing but caffeine drinks.
Yeah. Apparently caffeine like opens up the blood vessels, allows more blood to go through. That's just what it does.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Just because it makes everything go faster. So just
Something
like
like
And
that.
bubblier.
But I made sure to drink it early so I'm not up all night. Because I stopped drinking this stuff at night during D&D games because it's kept me up all night.
it's wired.
But I was like tired tonight, so I kind of needed it. Anyway. What's your favorite G Fuel flavor, he asked.
Jesus.
I'm a fan of
You
Mega
said.
Man Vanilla. It's very delicious. Anyway.
Back where I'm from,
There's
we
a
don't
vanilla
get
version?
Fuel.
Yeah, Mega Man's like raspberry vanilla. It's really good.
Okay, hey, I've got one that's blueberry.
Oh, I think it's blueberry, yeah. And I have a Rush flavored one that's cherry and vanilla. Which I had tonight. Anyway, sorry.
We stop at the drink stall on the way over.
Yeah, you gotta-
beef.
Not sponsored by G Fuel.
Yeah.
Go buy a fancy 7-Eleven, get a slushie. But it's like brown and tastes like dirt.
There's some kids that go in there with like a bag of holding and just put the entire slushy thing into it.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
It all melts though, it's the problem. You just have a bunch of sludge, like a bunch of syrup.
Yeah.
That's
Whoa,
good
that's good swishy.
Putting it in a bag was a great idea.
Only for
Father,
Canadian.
well, Lucian does go, that Ireena. Say, why does she need protection?
Well, have you heard what happened over in Barovia?
He goes, yes, once, the refugees arrived, rumors began to spread of the village of Barovia. I don't know how Jessic heard about it, but that's why he came to be worried.
Well, she just worries for her safety that something may happen again, and so
She traveled
She's-
all the way here alone. From what I understand, she has a brother and a father in Barovia.
Not a father anymore.
Oh, yes, I see. But her
I
alone.
think it's mostly her brother that wanted her to get here. She wasn't exactly pleased.
her brother is the new burgermeister, so he couldn't exactly leave without abandoning the town. But he wanted her to be safe and thought that she could be here.
Is it from who I believe it is?
I believe everybody's in threat of them.
He's asking, like, is she afraid of who of Strahd? Basically, he's
Yeah.
asking.
Yes. Yeah, that the guy that everyone doesn't like really doesn't like that guy. So
I
yeah.
see. Yeah. Saying
Not everybody seems to dislike him.
100 years of relative quiet. Then the devil awakens. What interesting times that we've been born into. And that we are the ones to live it. Oh. But we're nearly here. The muddy road that leads into the town's northwest quarter is rough and uneven, chilled by persistent fog that seems to cling to the soaked earth beneath your feet. As you move further from the town center, the streets narrow and the houses grow grimmer and more dilapidated. The smell of damp wood and mildew filling your nostrils. The path leads you to a leaning, decrepit structure that seems to sag beneath its own weight. Its timbers are rotting. The windows are cracked and filthy. At its front, a ramshackle wooden door stands slightly askew atop, and its frame, Wooden door stands slightly askew in its frame atop a small, mud-splattered porch. He goes, this is where Milodraw's his family lives. I've never seen it in person. I knew they were poor, but to live in this state. I'll stand back. Let you lead the conversation. If you need me, I'll be here.
All right, thanks. Thanks for helping us out.
Takes
All
a
right,
step
so
back.
we're just gonna go in, knock on the door.
Right?
Knock, knock.
Okay, knock, knock, knock.
Knock.
You do hear, kind of commotion inside. You know, just a bunch of kids, like, running around, making noise, basically. And then you hear footsteps approach the door. The door groans open, revealing a gaunt, glassy-eyed woman standing on the other side. Her hair is matted with grease and hangs in knots across her shoulders, and a painted beaded necklace hangs around her neck, its colors faded and chipped with age. Behind her, a trio of young children wrestle and shout as they roll across the cramped living space, stuffed with old, threadbare furniture and an old standing rug. Two other children, a near-adolescent boy with long, shaggy hair, and a freckled girl of similar age, wearing cracked, oversized glasses, peer curiously around a pair of overstuffed patchwork armchairs at the side of you. The woman at the door grunts, her hollow gaze scanning you expectantly. Opens the door and goes, "Eh."
Hello there. We are here from the church. We just would like to talk to Milanage.
She kind of like looks at you with her glassy eyes, kind of scans you back and forth, and she goes, "Milodrov isn't feeling well. He's napping."
Would there be a good time to come back?
She goes,
Yep.
"No, no."
Oh, okay.
Well, excuse me, sorry, one second. And Minerva grabs the cracked glasses from the little girl and casts mending
On the door.
on the glasses. The little girl's
You
glasses.
just barged through the mom, walked into the house.
No,
Well,
you said the little girl was there.
They're all looking behind an armchair.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're in the house.
oh.
Yeah,
We can just see them behind her.
yeah, they kind of notice you, and they're looking. And there's a boy about 12 years old. He goes, "Milo isn't sick. He's just being a teenager and doesn't want to see anyone."
Minerva will giggle at that.
But the woman goes, "Logan, don't talk to strangers, like I said."
No, it's cool that like the father's right here. Just the point to the
The father?
yeah, like to say he's there with us.
The priest,
Please.
Oh, father. Okay, yeah.
not his
Father
father.
finally returned from getting groceries.
Father? Oh.
Oh, went out for
He finally found
cigarettes.
those cigarettes.
Yeah, went out for cigarettes and scratchers.
Oh, yeah.
But she just goes like, "I think you should leave. No visitors."
Oh, very well then. I guess he doesn't need his reward then.
Goes. It's like, "What reward?"
Oh well, we really shouldn't say. It's
Is it dream pastries? Did you win some dream pastries?
perhaps.
Why is he keeping it from us? If he's won dream pastries, then I'll go get him at once. It's like, how many pastries?
Oh, I simply couldn't say. Not without him being present.
You can see, like, she's starting to, like, lick her lips. Like
God,
eagerly,
crack house.
Eagerly. Saying, enough for me and my husband.
Could be.
She goes, it helps with this pain. Yes, this pain. Helps both of us. Saying, you don't have any... You have them with you.
Glance at the others. I know I gave mine away, but I don't know about them.
No, I have one. So Grude's gonna be like, "Yep, one here," and kind
there's
of hold it
more
up
over
by his
that.
head so that way people can't just like go up and grab it.
She kind of looks at it expectantly, and like you can see her mouth is kind of watering.
And there's
Saying,
more
can
where
I-
that came from for the winner.
Can I have it? Can I have it now?
Sorry, we gotta make sure that that it's going to Milnov, and so Milnage, Milivage,
Yeah, Milavage.
We
Milavage.
think he signed his name wrong on the contract, and we need to check with him.
Yeah, just to double check. You
We're
do see,
clarifying.
you do see him kind of emerge from a door in the back of the room. And he goes, "You keep those things away from my mother." It's like,
Okay.
it's like she goes, "Mother, go check on father. See what these people want." He goes, "I think they have dream pastries, Milo." He goes, "I'll speak with them." And yeah, the young man from the church kind of left in a huff. And he goes, "It's you again. What do you want? Are you peddling those pastries like that hag, like that crone?"
Well, that's a rude thing to say to an old lady about an old lady, but no, we are not. We came to speak to you, but she forbade us to speak to you.
She doesn't like visitors. What do you want to ask? Is this about why you're at the church?
Generally, yes.
He just kind of looks at you expectantly, saying, "Well, what is it?"
Are you familiar with a burglary that happened?
He goes, "No." "Oh, where? At the one of the stores?"
No. Surprisingly, someone broke into the church.
He goes, "No,
Where'd you-
a branch broke the window."
And you know this?
He kind of looks at Father Lucian and he goes, "That's what Father Lucian said."
No. But he worried that it may lower people's morale if they found out. But someone ended up breaking in, and we're trying to find out if anybody knows anything about it.
Well, thank goodness nothing was stolen.
Quick interjection. What is he wearing right now? Does it?
What he was wearing, I mean, it doesn't really say, but
I'm interested to
Clothes?
know specific. Yeah, I'm interested to know if he's wearing something that matches the fabric that we had found in the basement in the crypt.
he's not. No.
Okay.
It would probably match the cloak that he was wearing to hide it, or
Right.
whoever it was.
Whoever it was.
Yes.
Say, if you want to know about if I saw anything, I did.
Insight check.
Sure.
Yep, can I also inside?
Yeah.
Oh, really good with my plus 0. 17.
17.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
25 for Grude.
12.
Holy crap.
He's speaking a little too quickly. And like he's getting these answers a little too quickly, a little too prepared.
Too premeditated.
In Grude, you definitely notice this.
Does Vogelsuch notice as well?
Wait, this okay.
You do,
Is there
but like,
anything?
Grude with that natural 20, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He definitely, yeah. We'll get it faster.
Because like in my head, is there usually anything at the church? Like they didn't steal anything. Like did they even have anything to begin with?
It's a pretty modest church, it's not like a grand cathedral or anything.
Yeah.
So
when everything when everything for sale is coppers, even a small tithe, it would be worth stealing probably.
But Father Lucian does say it is true, Mildroj. The church was broken into. Answer these fine folks' questions if you can. Any information would be helpful. And he goes, okay, fine. I didn't see anything. So that's what you're asking.
Vogelsuch will glance down at his shoes. Do his shoes have any sort of dirt stains on them that might be rusty red?
Give me a investigation check, but they're definitely muddy, just because the entire front yard seems to be made of mud.
Is like this area have dirt that's like a rusty red color?
Trying to think about like what the intention was,
Yeah, with that.
but you can see like the type of mud is a little different than what's from the church. What's normally at the church. So yeah, it kind of could match that hue.
Yeah, 19 on the perception.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Usually caused from clay deposits in the dirt.
That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting note.
You have any other questions? I need to.
Yes, in fact,
tend to my
actually, the turns out the person who broke in left a well, they made a mistake. I was wondering if we could see your shoes for the moment.
You accusing me of breaking into the church where I work? Is that what's going
No,
on?
I was merely asking for you to show that you are not culpable. Surely showing the shoes would basically prove your alibi.
You see, they ended up leaving footprints outside, but given that you work in that yard, we need to make sure which footprints are the culprits and not yours.
Because I tend to the grounds, of course I would leave footprints.
Exactly, but they have gotten mixed in with the person who escaped, and
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Can I help with that since I made the initial?
Sure, yeah.
We need all the help we can get.
24.
22. Play good cop, good cop.
And with us two and Grude, it's like good cop, student guidance counselor.
I think we should all take a minute and like assess. No.
He'll say, I don't know what this proves. He takes off his boot, which is very muddy.
Minerva's got a tracing of the boot and is going to place it on the ground for somebody to put on top of the footprint.
This is so stupid. And he puts it down. He goes, I told you, I work on the grounds. And it's a pretty perfect match.
Yeah. Yes, this was a good idea. Yes. Good thinking, Minerva.
Father, was there something stolen from the church?
Well, there was a heck of a lot of stained glass broken.
Those are really hard to make. They take a while.
Turns out this is just insurance fraud.
And he goes,
Was the boot print that you took the copy of, was that from the basement or from outside?
It was from outside, so it's like it was going in or out of the window, so it was the direct, like,
Right, okay.
angle from or to the window. It wasn't just casually walking from it, or
Gotcha.
like around it.
Gotcha.
You were saying, Joey?
what's that?
You were gonna say something.
Oh, well, I mean, he asked the father if anything was stolen.
How does he
AKA,
respond?
AKA, do you bring up the bones or not?
Well, does the father bring up the bones?
He will, but if you want to intervene.
Oh, but
So that's why I tried interjecting to redirect with the stained glass comment.
He doesn't really want it to be well known, but essentially a reliquary, something important to the church was taken.
Trying to guide the RP. He goes, I don't know anything about that. Again, a little too quickly, and he begins to quickly close the door.
I will cast Mage Hand and put the Mage Hand right between the door and the door frame.
Give me a strength or
gonna
dexterity check.
I'm not. I'll do dexterity because I'm not trying to hold it open. I'm just wedging it. It's a hand. Straight up dexterity or perhaps sleight of hand.
If you can just slide a hand.
They're both +2 anyway, so it doesn't matter. 17 to
17.
19 total. Sorry.
So this skeletal mage hand prevents the door from being closed. He tries to, like, harder and harder, like, try to close it with this mage hand.
I can keep casting that all day. You might as well stop.
You know, it is quite important that we find it. Now, note, as long as it's returned, no one needs to get in trouble.
I told you I saw a cloaked figure. That's it.
Really? We never said anything about a cloak.
He kind of looks ahead, opens the door, and go,
okay, bro. We just come on, dude. We get it. Let us just know what's going on.
give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh god,
Bro.
bro. 6 -1. Let's. Yeah, 6. Cool.
Can I use the help action?
Sure, yeah.
Hang on, roll 2. There you go.
23.
Grude's
Father
like, bro,
Lucian.
come on, bro, and then Vio's like, bro,
Can we bro?
come on, bro, yeah.
What do you say to him to, like, help Vio, just help, like, persuade him to talk?
You gotta help me here, dude.
The church is going to be in a lot of trouble if it doesn't find it, and so many people may end up being in danger, in fact. Right? All we want is what was stolen to be returned. Nothing more.
I mean, the church is in danger.
Yes, in fact, it may possibly close altogether without it.
Father, is the church in danger? And, Father Lucian nods. He goes, but they're just stupid bones.
Important ones.
Hard to have a Saint Andral's without Saint Andral in it.
Father Lucian goes, they're a part of a hallow spell. Keeps evil from the church, son. And you can see, like, his eyes kind of go wide.
Without them, the one we can't speak of could simply just walk straight in.
That it was it was an ancestor of his, that he wanted it to return to him, return to his house, to his home.
His?
He goes, I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Then you better hurry up and tell us. I'm not threatening him. I'm merely insinuating that somebody's going to get hurt if he doesn't hurry up.
He goes,
But Vogelsuch has no way of controlling how that comes out.
he said, the coffin maker, Vandervoot, he said St. Andrew's was a relative, that he was just in seeking the bones of his ancestors and he wanted to return to the proper owner.
Insight check.
Sure.
I got a 10, but I'm going to use a thing. I'm going to add a d6 to that for a skill check thing that I can do. 12.
Is it your tome?
It's my knowledge from a past life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a way to display on BTT, but basically, when I make an ability check that uses a skill, I can basically add a d6 after seeing the roll, and add the number to it. It's essentially like a personal bardic inspiration.
Yeah. You see that he looks pretty distressed.
Do you know where he may have taken them?
He goes, well, he has a shop on the other side of town. Saying he promised to pay me.
We just saw him leaving the church not a few while ago. Maybe we can still catch up to him.
He goes, ever since my father got injured, him and mother got addicted to those damn pastries. Spent every copper we make on those things. Saying, you've seen how many brothers and sisters I have. I needed a way to provide for them. And he said, I will give you 15 electrum pieces if you tell me the location of the bones and return them to me. And he goes, didn't know they keeping the bones safe. They were keeping the church safe. Saying I was just looking after my family.
Why didn't you just steal money from somewhere instead of stealing the bones?
No.
He said it was his ancestors' bones, and it was just some bones underneath the crypt. I figured he got buried there a long time ago.
Well, it took a bit, but you at least spoke the truth. So, here. And I gave him an entire gold piece.
Well, he's already got paid. He goes, no, I can't take your money.
Oh, you can take the bones, but you can't take our money.
I didn't know. Father, forgive me, Father. I didn't know. And Father Lucian, he goes, oh, my son, there's nothing to forgive. And kind of reaches out and Milovaj kind of embraces him. He goes, there, my son. But that's all I know.
It's a start, and we've got a lead. So
I told...
Thank you.
He's kind of in confessional mode. It's like, I told Yezik about the rumors of the vampires and to get him scared, and I hid out of view as Father Lucian was telling him the stories of the bones, hoping he would reveal their locations. That's how I knew.
Oh, that very, very well planned, young man. I understand you're just trying to take care of your family, but unfortunately you've been tricked.
Vogelsuch will just blatantly ask, have you committed any other crimes?
No.
You think that's important?
No, I haven't, no.
Very well, let's keep it like that from now on.
Father, should I want you to keep this money? Give it to the church. I don't want it anymore. And he kind of holds out his hand, but Father Lucian closes his palm over the little pouch of coins that he has, and he goes, "Your family needs it more than the church does it right now. Saying you keep it and help provide for them. And don't spend it on dream pastries. They give me a bad omen, those things."
Don't trust anything that addicting.
Unless it's Jesus.
Need to have some of these Jesus pastries
Yeah, that's
instead.
right. He's
Oh,
like, I
my
know a
lord.
pastry that you would like. Of
Good
his body,
lord.
you would say. And his blood.
Oh, this is really alcoholic blood.
So we should tell that guy to slow down.
A bunch of Christian missionaries basically get found and transported to Barovia and just start basically
Reciting the
converting
words of the
everybody. They can't attack him because everybody's got a cross, so they can't. They're immune to vampires.
But no, they see a cross, and it's like these vampires don't know what a cross is. They're not Christian vampires.
I don't know what that is, but I hate it. They run off.
Okay, I gotta interject. Bun, you probably read Carpe Jugulum, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember what happens when the vampires learn about every single religious symbol?
Yeah.
They get affected by all of them simultaneously to the point where they can see the patterns in stone walls and they all become religious symbols. So being anywhere where a pattern can naturally occur hurts them.
Because there's so many religious symbols, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, and they memorized all of them, so they all affect them after that.
Yeah, the setting has hundreds of different religions.
Oh man.
There is a religion for a goddess called Anoia, which is goddess of things stuck in drawers,
I don't
And
think
she would have her own symbol, which they had memorized.
which is a spatula.
I don't think D&D vampires have the kind of religious symbol weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Only one way to find out.
Unless it's held by a cleric.
Shotgun.
Yeah, did someone just cock a shotgun?
It seemed like the right thing to do.
That's the holy symbol of my god.
Get off my
Ashley
lawn.
Williams.
That's the holy symbol of get off my lawn.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I still have no idea how they did that.
But the prop.
Yeah. Anyway, tangent.
Yep.
Anyway, I believe we should make a visit to this Undertaker.
I agree with
Under-
that. But one thing, so this is me. So I have a cantrip called Mending. How much of this house can I fix? In it's like a minute each, is what it says.
I think that would take hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a minute for like a single
Piece of
tear or
cloth.
like a.
It says
It
1
can- it
foot.
can-
If it-
Yeah,
anything-
like 1 foot crack is gonna take a good while.
You can fix out the door with a little, make it a little more straight.
Yeah, because I would definitely like to do the little kids' glasses.
Yeah.
It's the one thing to try and help out because glasses are expensive. I would know. I have several pairs for different sites.
Mending, you can use your tinker tools.
Just a quick little filler, some polish, and here you are.
To be fair, Minerva, the lenses are the expensive thing. The frames, well, you can get them cheap.
Yes, well, it was the lenses that were cracked.
But you see,
Oh,
there's
okay.
it's like lenses are like have a crack and little scratches.
Oh,
My
okay.
band.
You clear it up. She's like, I can see again, and she immediately runs into a chair and it breaks again. Oh,
Oh, okay. So she's blinking.
He's got to readjust to the real world again.
yeah. It's like, oh my
I can
god,
see.
everything's 3 dimensions.
Oh, never mind.
You say Abe Lincoln.
Mommy, with that electrum, can I get LASIK eye surgery?
Oh, that would probably exist in some sort of magic here, and that'd be fantastic.
Gotta get an airsat's eye.
Ugh. Open up a thing in Velaki. Eye surgery.
I'm kind of
But
surprised
that's-
there's a glass blower that focuses on glasses.
Oh, what was my bugbear's name? He should do that.
What was his name?
Utrig?
Rutrick, yeah.
Yeah, Brutrick, yeah.
He'll probably make glasses.
How many would survive?
You have to roll.
Another pair done. He puts them down. You just hear crunch.
Wasn't he really clumsy, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he should do eye surgery.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm up for going to the coffin maker's house.
Undertakers.
Yeah.
Does the father end up wanting to follow us?
Yeah.
Good. Can he can lead the way then, because we don't know where it is.
Yeah. It's on the kind of the opposite side of town. We're gonna stop in a few minutes. I just want to do this next scene though.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, we're getting a little giggly.
Plus, I read the coffin shop, but it's like a whole thing. Let's see, where is...
A coffin shop. Sounds like somebody needs to wear a mask.
No, that's the coffee shop.
Okay, so as you're heading to that area of town, you kind of pass by a stockyard. Just a place where this stuff is stored. Hold on a second.
Loaded nails.
This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads, Airsec Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off. Fading letters on its side spells out the words, Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door. But ignoring the faded part, you notice the wagon is kind of faded paint, but the Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders seems like freshly painted.
He did just.
Keep running into his stuff.
He did just enter town, so he probably bought an old fix-em-up and threw in a new coat of paint on the sign.
I believe he did mention about getting one.
Well, he said he arrived in Barovia searching for attractions for his carnival.
Yeah.
It's probably a narcissist. That's why he keeps his name up on the thing. Something like that.
He's a bard, so yes.
You do recognize it as a Vistani carriage, since you've seen plenty of them.
Whoa!
Since you've seen
Oh,
plenty
did
of
you
them
what?
at the camp, yeah.
It's
I
like
wonder how he got his hands on that.
Maybe broken down by the side of the road. Maybe abandoned here. Maybe he stole it and killed whoever was inside. Tee.
I don't think it'd be one of the other two, because how would it get here if it was broken down? And Vistani aren't allowed in town, so how would it get here in the first place?
Maybe out of town and then just got it from the refugee camp.
You know there is a Vistani encampment, like, pretty close by. Like, that's
Oh, a
where,
different one. Okay.
yeah.
This is Vastani North.
Yeah. It has a slightly different look to it.
Yeah.
It has a license plate. It's like, oh, what are they doing way over here? Must be from out of
Honk if you
state.
can escape Barovia.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe we'll stop on the way back and see what wonders he can hold.
Well, regardless,
We-
for Octavio is
Yeah.
is not there. Obviously, this is where he's keeping it while he's in town.
Yeah. Interesting, but we've got somewhere we need to get to.
And just to keep up the flow of the adventure, I think that's what we'll call it. We'll do the actual coffin shop next time.
Sounds good.
Yep. I don't want to like do half conversation and then have to stop. So,
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
Wait, what did we say, Ian?
that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. Just to keep the flow of the adventure, so we don't do like half of it and then.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just trying to say like what that conversation would be like next time we play, where it's just like we all said something, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
overly
it was.
remember. Yeah. So then, like when you cut it together, it's just like two completely different tones
Yeah.
of a conversation.
That's last campaign ended us, or last session ended with us already entering the toy shop. So, we kind of flashback.
Well, I think you were saying like you guys said like, okay, I entered the toy shop, and I was like, I know there's like a whole thing. So
No, it's like all those old like sci-fi serials back in the day, where it's like you see the main character fall off a bridge, and then it goes to the next episode next week, and it turns out they didn't fall off the bridge; they jumped out of the car before that. They just didn't show that.
there's definitely been times where I retconned where we left off because like I forgot to read ahead or forgot to do a certain thing.
That's fine.
Eh.
That's why I like one shots, Joey. Never run into the.
Yeah, I can't ruin continuity if there's nothing after it.